So Jack, how many years have we known each other?
Wow, I'd say it's been more than 20 years.
So Mike, how many years have we known each other?
About 13 years.
Maybe 14.
Maybe.
I've known some of the people who work here at Displayit for more than 20 years. I've known this guy since he was in the 8th grade. The relationships we built at Displayit are really the cornerstone of our success. Not just our relationships with our teammates, but with our clients and our vendors as well. My top business hero right now is a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk. You've probably heard me talk about him a lot. Here's me meeting him about a year ago. Tactics, but mainly mindset.
One more time, brother. Josh, tell him.
Gary has another great piece of business advice where he talks about the importance of providing more value in your relationships than you receive. Gary strives to provide at least 51% of the value in all of his relationships. This is great advice. I think it's hugely important in building a successful business. The strength of your relationships with your teammates, your clients, and your vendors means everything. There was nothing about Displayit that was an overnight success. My dad started the company in 1996. I joined him 3 years later, and we didn't hire our first employee until 4 years after that. In fact, things didn't really start to take off until just 5 years ago. I think the reason that things moved slowly is there wasn't anything complicated or super revolutionary about our business plan. We just took the approach of the tortoise. Each year, we focused on building strong, mutually beneficial relationships between our team, our vendors, and our clients.
The longest client relationship that I have is roughly around 5 years. As well as it's business, it's also a personal one. We can ask about family and stuff like that, and they know that if they're in that time crunch, they can give me a call, and we can knock it out for them.
I met Deanne several years ago on a project, and she was under an extreme rush. We were able to fulfill her need. She kept coming back to us several times after that, and now it's a current event with her. When we get on the phone with one another, we start to ask each other about our personal life and what's going on with them, how things changed since the last time we've talked. So it's been a very pleasure working with her.
I think most businesses understand the need to build strong relationships with your clients, but it's just as important to build great relationships with your vendors. We spend a lot of time focusing on the importance of being a blessing to our vendors, making sure that working with us is a great experience and that we're doing everything we can to help them be more successful.
To build relationships with vendors, I believe it's very important to use your manners, be polite, please, thank you, be appreciative. We could not function without our vendors. If you are nice to your vendors and you treat your vendors with respect, they will go that extra mile for you as well. The positive things that our vendors have done for us is when we found ourselves in a tight situation, they will move heaven and earth to come through for us.
We pay our bills well in advance of when they're due. Typically, if I get invoices with bills on Monday, checks can be out the door on Thursday. That they are responsive to our needs, so if we need things quickly, they're able to do that for us.
Like I said last week, success in business takes more than just a great idea. You've got to be willing to come in each day to invest in the relationships with the people you're serving and working with. There are no shortcuts, but if you're willing to make the commitment to do this, your return on investment will be amazing. Well, right now it's time for me to get back to work, but we'll see you next week with my final tip for business success.